going on?
What up?
Howdy, everybody. Hopping on. I see Blake, Ken the Wiz, and Harrelson, and Chris is on here already. You know, we're going to have quite a few folks on, hopefully, some new anglers. So if you guys could, please drop your name in the comment section below so we can see who all is watching this video. I see Lloyd. What's going on, sir? Good to see him back up here. Hopefully he gets on the water. Last year I know he was on the bike a little bit more than he was in the kayak. So, yeah, we're doing good. We're doing real good. 12 folks already jumped on. That's awesome. What's going on, David? David Noble's a new member of the Florida Kayak Bass Trail. Seth's here. Hi, Seth. RP Phillips is in the house. Mr. Robert. What's going on, man? Good, good. Yeah, just continue to drop your name in the comment section, please. We'll get started here momentarily. Alan, the cameraman. You got a drone out there. I was just watching your video before we went on the live. Nice. Well, how are you guys doing? Doing pretty good?
Doing well.
You got me working again. I'm tired.
Yeah, Sean's moved. He's having to work a little bit more than what he was down here in Florida. So. Ken the Wiz. What's going on, Jeff? Oh, I shaved it. It'll be back. That happened this morning, so it'll be back. What's going on, Jeff? Nice catch out there this past weekend, I'm assuming. How big was it? I don't know who dropped that in there. Randy, what's going on, sir?
Randy?
Oh, Molly made me do it. They told me with me going up to North Dakota, they said the mustache just falls off once it gets below a certain amount, a certain degree.
It's kind of high risk with the hair on your face, you know.
Yeah, they said that whenever it gets super cold and it gets wet, that it'll just come off. So I'm gonna have to eliminate the stash, I think.
It's just not right without the stash.
I know it'll be back. Trust me. I messed up this morning and I was trying to trim it down, and Molly's on here now saying lies.
It's not a lie.
So,
Chris won't admit it on live, but
he said soldiers do more before 5 a.m. Well, yeah. All right, guys. So yeah, we got 18 folks already hopped on. Which that's pretty awesome. Again, this live that we're doing tonight is really just to kind of talk about the upcoming season, what's going on, kind of where we're at right now with Todd, Sean, and I, and what we're planning on doing this year. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of the sponsors. We have a special guest joining us next weekend that Todd's going to talk about a little bit. But yeah, we're here to answer any questions that you guys have. This is going to be an open forum. So if you guys have questions, a lot of the newer anglers or newer members of the Florida Kayak Bass Trail, if you're watching this, please drop any questions you may have in this comment section so we can answer those. The one thing that I will say is to, if you have not already, to go like or request access to our Florida Kayak Bass Trail official Facebook page so that you guys can drop any questions or comments that you might have there or might have on there so we can answer them. Or you just reach out to us. Again, Chris, Sean, and Todd, we're the ones to answer any of those questions. So, or if you're watching this and you haven't signed up yet and you want information on how to, you guys can send an email to floridakayakbasstrail@yahoo.com. We'll put that in the comment section below, or you guys can send us private messages on Facebook or any of our social media platforms. And we'll respond promptly. I think this week I've already responded to 8 or 9 anglers who are interested that are brand new members. So, and I've already seen a few of them sign up. So right now, last I checked, we're at like 13 brand new members of the Florida Kayak Bass Trail out of the 46 that have signed up already, which is amazing. So Evan said he's just here for the discounts. Yep. Being a member, you do get those discounts, those exclusive discounts that you get sent in that email. There's a couple more that we haven't added to that yet because we're going to we'll talk about that here momentarily on what that looks like for our club. So, and a couple of the ones that we've added. So, just as folks hop on, we'll talk about that. But yeah, how's everyone doing though? Y'all excited for the new seasons kicking off on September 7th? Everyone excited?
I am. I'm ready to get out and get fishing. I haven't been fishing in forever.
Yeah. Well, fishing's good. That's all I'll say. Fishing is real good right now.
Todd's going to be motorized this year.
Yeah, Todd will be motorized.
We live in that luxury style with the XI3.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I got tomorrow off, so your motor mount will be in the mail tomorrow.
That's the good thing about our weekend trash talking show. We just pass around spare parts and stuff to our folks, so you don't have to pay full price for them anymore. I end up paying full price and just give it to people, and then it goes from Sean to Todd to Mitchell to whoever really. Then freaking Jeff Gallagher ends up with a kayak. That it's just one of those things. Fishing's pretty good right now. Definitely out there on Toho for sure. It's hot, but fish are still biting. So you just shuffle kayaks. David Myers cannot talk to me about shuffling kayaks.
David Myers he basically has a kayak shop in his garage.
He has a used kayak shop. If anyone needs a spare kayak, David Myers has a few for sale. So actually, David, there's a guy that reached out to me asking what kind of kayak he should get. I forgot all about you having some for sale. So I'll reach out to him, give him your information, and he may get in contact with you in regards to one of them. So
Snurley got him a new kayak for this year, all rigged out.
Snurley got the Titan X 12.5. I saw
like
that.
yours.
That's it's a sweet looking rig. I'm going to be selling mine and my trailer and stuff too. So all of my stuff's going to be up for sale here pretty soon since I'm going to North Dakota.
That kayak's going to be a great ice fishing sled. I don't know why you get rid of it. You just drag that thing out on the ice with the auger on it and drill you a hole, drop your live scope down in there, and start catch you some lake trout.
No. So if anyone's in the market for one, let me know. I got you.
You could just drag it up the hill and then sled down on it,
No.
Not true.
Absolutely not.
I got a PA for sale if anybody wants to drive to North Carolina and grab it.
Yeah. But yeah, on a serious note, we're excited about this year and what is going to transpire. We're bigger, we're getting bigger, and we're getting better. We don't know how we can continue to make it better, but we did a lot of work at ICAST, and we've been putting in some time. You guys probably haven't seen so much of us, which is we've had a lot going on in this off season and trying to reconnect with the family. Sean moved, Todd was busy with his family. I had a bunch of big news and big things going on in my life. So sorry that we haven't been as frequently on these Thursday night lives, but we're going to continue to pick those up and be more consistent with it throughout the remainder of the year. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, I will be leaving February 1st. Me and my wife, we're going to be picking things up and moving to North Dakota, about 30 miles south of the Canadian border. So me and Sean are going to be doing a lot of the judging now, and the guy from Daniel from KBT. Daniel. So we're going to be able to do that. Todd, Jeff Gallagher, and David Myers are going to be the ones holding down the fort when it comes to the in-person tournament meetups and everything like that. So as far as that goes, Sean and I are going to be doing a lot of the back office stuff, all the finances and paying everyone and judging. Todd, David Myers, and Jeff Gallagher are going to be your go-tos in regards to local and in-person events. And we have all three of those because if Todd can't make it, we're going to have David. And if David and Todd can't make it, we'll have Jeff. So we will definitely have some people there to help, to assist, and to run the post-tournament meetups that we're going to be doing after each event. So, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're going to bring David and Jeff on at some point most likely before it'll probably be the Thursday. Hey, is next Thursday when we have our guest speaker on, is that going to be the captain's meeting too, or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will bring Jeff, and they're just now hearing about this too. So Jeff and David, we'll get with you guys on what works best for y'all, and then we'll do a live to have you guys on and introduce you, so folks can put a face to the name and know who to look for if you're at the boat ramp. So we'll definitely do that, and then we're looking forward to September 7th, a couple weeks down the road. Right now, we only had 9 folks signed up, guys. 9 folks on Fishing Chaos officially have signed up for the event. So register. Do what?
I said, let's get signed up.
Yeah, please get signed up, guys. I mean, I know a lot of folks wait till the last minute, but this really does help us project, because I'm reaching out to the folks at the Big Toe Marina to kind of let them know how many folks we're going to have there at their little, I guess, what do you want to call it, the boat ramp, but it's also the marina. So the it's going to be the Thursday before the event, Alan, is going to be the captain's meeting. So it will be September 5th, right? Yeah, so August 30th we'll have another one, and then September 5th is going to be the captain's meeting, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the first Saturday, right? We did the first Saturday because of Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the captain's meeting will be September 5th. That's correct. Yeah. And then so we'll have David and all the when's our special guest coming on, Todd?
Next week, 29th.
Next week, 29th.
Okay. Yep. So we might just have them. We might have you guys on then too, and just bring you on either before or after, and just have you guys join us if that works for you. We'll have them on as well to introduce them to the team. But yeah, thanks, Alan. I forgot where I was at on that. Oh yeah, getting signed up for that for the first event is huge. So I can let Chris over at the marina know how many people we're expecting, so that we can make sure that our location fits the amount of people there. So it's going to be fun. We got a bunch of things that we're going to be giving away. I just spent some money right before we hopped on here. So we got some Rapala product. We got some Strike King product. We got some Lose rods that we're going to be giving away. We got some, we'll talk about it here in a minute. I'll tell some other things that we got that we're going to be giving away here whenever we get into the sponsors, unless y'all just want to jump into that kind of now and let them know of some of the folks that we have hopping on this year.
I mean, it's up to you. We can either do that or knock out the Toho stuff.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go ahead and knock out the Toho. What's going on, Todd?
I'll say one thing real quick before we get going on the Toho stuff. I thought I would show everybody what one of the things that they are fishing for. Boom. That's what our checks are going to look like this year. So.
Yeah, Todd's been putting in a lot of work on these checks, so I think they look fire. They look really, really good. Yeah, good work, Todd. Those are going to be the checks. We're going to do first, second, and third. There might be something with fourth and fifth that we're still trying to iron out as far as what that looks like. For fourth and fifth place to be able to purchase a check if they would like to. But yeah, more to come on that. First, second, and third is going to be given away. And then we got a big bass check that'll look similar like it always has. And of course, our little Debbie's that we've been doing. But yeah, and we got, yes, we do have blue jersey option 2. I don't think I ever posted that, Todd, in the chat, in the chat. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, we do on that link, that Wildwear link that Todd posted last year. There is a red, orange, and now blue jersey option that you guys can purchase, so that you can wear those. And then, yeah, Randy, please get in contact with Todd about the boat ramp beatdown checks. Yes, I think I totally forgot about that. That's my bad. I forgot to let him know to reach out to you. So we'll get something made up there, Randy. Randy Berg, he placed first in the Toho boat ramp beatdown that we had back after ICAST.
Okay.
So, and there was another thing in here, a new tourney tag. Yes, there's going to be a tourney tag but we're also going to accept last year's tourney tag as well. But this year we are going to be having Strike King, Lose, and Mock is going to be the official sponsor that we'll have on the tourney tag this year. We're going to order 100 of them, and we'll hand them out. If you want extras, more than one, let us know. They'll cost you. I'll talk to Todd and see how much they are per item, and then if you want to buy extras, we can add that to you, and then we'll send you a small invoice. I couldn't imagine they'd be super expensive, but that's not my forte. I don't want to. You can reach out to Todd if you want extras, and he can order them and get them right there to you. I'm sure. But we're also going to provide the printable version of it too, so you can always print them out and do whatever you want to do with it that way. So, but there will be a tourney tag. We will accept last year's and this year's the entire year. It doesn't matter. As long as we know it's an FKBT identifier, you're going to be good to go. All right. Sean, what we'll do, we'll talk a little bit about Toho, answer any questions you guys have. Again, this is just preliminary because we will have the September 5th mandatory captains meeting, but this is just Sean kind of laying out there right now what the boundaries are. So, and Alan, no, as of right now, no, we have not. I haven't heard back from Wade yet. I heard some rumors, so I'm not going to talk about that on the live, but we're going to hold off until we can get confirmation on that. So, just the only approved board as of right now is going to be the catch the catch board. So I'll turn it over to Sean real quick and let him talk a little bit about the boundaries, and then we'll move on.
Let me know if you guys can see that, Chris or Todd.
It's good.
See it.
All right. So right here we have Lake Toho. All right. These blue dots in that screenshot I sent you are simply boundaries. Just ignore this one that's on Shingle Creek. We'll start right there at Shingle Creek. So this is the west side, almost northwest side of Toho. The first road you come to, the first bridge is going to be the boundary, and it's S. Young Parkway, I believe, is the exact verbiage of it. Specified on that post I made. S. John Young Parkway on Shingle Creek. So essentially, if you cross under any road, it's a boundary. Neptune Road up here, just slightly northeast of Big Toho Marina, which is located right up here at the north end of the lake. Big Toho Marina. If you head slightly northeast, you're going to hit Neptune Road. You cannot cross under Neptune Road. I don't think you can get under Altman Road, but I did place a boundary, same boundary as last year at the championship, Altman Road. And let me zoom out a bit. And you have Twin Oaks Conservation Area over here. There's a canal that leads up to Little Toho, the Turnpike. That's a boundary. And down here on the south end, you have the lock, Lake Toho lock. You can't lock down and go south. All right. Boat ramps. The only one I had a question on is if you look on Google Maps and you look up Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures, that's also the same thing as Southport Boat Ramp. The only way you're going to see Southport on Google Maps is if you search Southport Boat Ramp, and then it'll pop up. Just to clarify some things, it's the only Boggy Creek on Lake Toho. You have Granada around the Midwest portion of Lake Toho, right there. And then you have Whaley's Landing down here. You have Twin Oaks Conservation Area, eligible launch. You have Richardson's Boat Ramp right here. You have Brownie Wise Park right here, right here. And then Big Toho Marina are going to be the authorized launches. Did I miss any of the authorized launches that I specified?
Nope.
If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment box, and I'll answer them. Pretty cut and dry, but I understand some of you guys are new and maybe don't know the verbiage I'm using. I'll be more specific on the upcoming ones. I know I was very, very short. You have Granada Boat Ramp, Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures or Southport boat ramp, same spot. Twin Oaks Conservation Area, Big Toho Marina, and Whaley's Landing are the authorized launches. And I think I skipped one again, Brownie Wise Park. Be aware when you launch out if you decide to launch out of Brownie Wise or Twin Oaks Conservation Area. Thomas knows, I'm sure he'll correct me. I believe it's 30 minutes prior the sunrise or right at sunrise, the automatic gates open up. There's a sign right there at the entrance of both parks. I believe it says at sunrise or 30 minutes prior to sunrise, the park opens. So those times change throughout the year. So be aware of that. If you launch out of those two spots, you're probably going to be a little bit late getting on the water. Like I think someone commented in there, Twin Oaks is always year-round essentially choked out with hydrilla, so you're going to have to paddle your way out. Then you get into some deeper water, but the hydrilla is always pretty near surface, near Twin Oaks Conservation Area in that whole pocket. And like I said, Twin Oaks, Brownie Wise are limited on times of opening and closing. And the only one that charges a fee is Richardson's Boat Ramp. I believe it's $3 or $4. And he's there usually about 5:30. The old man there, and he's pretty easy to get along with, pretty easy to launch. Doesn't offer a lot of places to park your vehicle, but that's the only one that charges a fee on the lake.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it club legal to leave a launch and relaunch from another spot during the tournament? Yes. You can bounce from boat launch to boat launch.
Yep.
But you have to launch at an approved launch. All right. There's no launching from the side of the road. Only those approved launches, and you can't leave outside those boundaries. For Lake Tahoe, if you cross underneath the road, your fish aren't going to count.
Yeah. Hey,
but
real quick. Yep, sorry. No, I was going to say real quick too, since we're on the topic of that. If you are a new Florida Kayak Bass Trail member or new to kayak bass fishing tournaments, then it's very important for you guys to read the official rules that's been posted on our members only page. That is also found on our Fishing Chaos Tournament dashboard homepage. If you don't have those rules and you need them and you can't find them, reach out to me immediately. And I will send them to you. Be very familiar with those. If you have questions, ask those questions, because that was a good question that Blake asked. That some of you might not know was something that's eligible, but it is the angler's responsibility to understand and to abide by those rules. Because when you register for every tournament, it asks, have you read and fully understand the rules? If you click yes and you violate any of those rules, then we are going to it could potentially disqualify you or cause you to be disqualified in that event. So just be food for thought there. Don't just glance over them. I would say read them and be very familiar with them so that you know what the rules are. Life jackets 100% of the time, from the time that you get on the water till the time that the tournament is concluded. And then also make sure that you have all your safety features that the United States Coast Guard deems as necessary for a kayak, whether it just be pedal or paddle powered or with a motor. They all have different stipulations based on the length and the motor or no motor. But something that we require 100% of the time is anglers to wear a life vest, a 360 white light, and a high vis yellow flag. Have something that's audible, a horn, a whistle, or something to that effect as a warning device in the event something was to happen. I didn't miss any of those other safety features, did I? Sunscreen, water.
No, with the visibility flag, like he said, yellow, it can be just a high visibility color, right? So obviously, a black flag's not going to be high visibility. Like those tow flags are acceptable. The normal orange ones, yellow. I like to use common sense there, but yeah, a high visibility flag, a marking hung on either your light pole or your power pole. The higher the better in most cases. I normally strap it on my power pole to get it up as high as possible personally, but
Toho being our opener, there's a lot of boats that go out there and a lot of airboats that fly through the airboat channels. Nav lights, if you're motorized, you need red and green nav lights once you slap a motor onto that kayak. Again, if you have any questions, your kayak has to be registered with the DMV if it is motorized. So make sure all of your ducks are in a row in regards to your equipment and your kayak in regards to legality reasons, because there are FWC will be out there.
His Georgia flag has white on it. It's fair game.
Hey, Georgia red seems like a violation. Hey, folks, looking forward to seeing you. Okay, nice. We got quite a bit of folks out there.
And clutter, yes, carry a fire extinguisher. He's the only one in FKBT history for his kayak to catch on fire on the water. So,
yeah. So I think that's going to wrap up a lot of the stuff that we need to talk about in regards to Toho. If you guys are new members, get familiar with the rules. If you can't find them, they're on our members only page. I'll go back up and I'll repost them. I'll try to get on there now to all of our new members and send you guys all an email. I'll pull your emails off of the registration, and I'll send you guys those rules via an email with the liability waiver if you haven't found it. We'll get you guys squared away. One thing I do want to bring up too, for those of you, Todd, flash it up there a little bit. That's what the new tourney tag is going to look like. That's a slick looking tourney tag. It is PVC and it will float, and it is reusable. If you put a dry erase marker on it, just use like any sort of alcohol to remove it. Bug spray works amazing. Mine still looks brand new. But something that I want to bring up real quick for some of these angles, use a
Sharpie or a permanent marker on it, and then because a dry erase marker will wipe off.
Oh yeah. Don't use dry erase. Use a permanent marker on it, and then alcohol or your bug wiper or your bug spray will clean it off.
All fork sprayed on it.
Yeah, it does. So something I'll go ahead and do up here too. Sorry, I kept cutting you off. I think my internet's a little slow, but I want to show the folks on here real quick where they can go to find us to sign up for the Florida Kayak Bass Trail. So you guys will have to download the Fishing Chaos app. The Fishing Chaos app may ask you when you register if you would like to sign up for a membership. That $3.99 that you pay monthly will cover the fees that are associated with any time that you register for one of our events. I think when I signed up this year for Toho, it was $60 because it was a $50 ticket and a $10 big bass. The fees that were associated with it were $6.60. So it would have cost me $66.60 to purchase to participate in Toho. But since I paid $3.99 a month and I'm a member of Fishing Chaos, it waives those fees, so I only pay $60. So you're saving money. It pays for itself. They're going to give you a bunch of free gift cards to use and things too with that membership. So it's definitely worth it. It's going to save you in the money in the long run. So do that. But in order to find us on Fishing Chaos, you just need to go to the trail/cub icon and type in FKBT, and you will see this page. On this page, if you guys can look right above series standings, you see those three dots connected in the QR code. If you guys could, please click that, and y'all can share that to all your social media pages, and it'll take folks right to this page to sign up and register. But also underneath Florida Kayak Bass Trail, you'll see the Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube links. If you guys didn't know that, if y'all click those links, it'll take you right to our social media pages from Fishing Chaos. They're linked in there. The tournament's right there in the middle. If you click that, it's going to bring up the 2025 series. It'll show you all of the available events that you guys can register for this upcoming season. And then to check kind of where you're at with AOI once we get started in the season, you just go to series standings, do the same thing there, and it'll show you where you are currently at live in the Angler of the Year points. So that will be that. If you guys look here, you can get in touch with us by clicking that button there. It'll send us an email, and then there. You just click here to join. It's $50, and that will get you access to fishing our trail and the 9 events that we have set up, not to include our championship. So hopefully that helps you guys a little bit. If you guys have any questions, again, I made a lot of videos on our members only page last year that shows you guys how to use Fishing Chaos. Those have been tagged and moved to the top of the members only page as well. Yes, Todd.
While we're on the subject of Fishing Chaos, they just come out with some new updates, so be sure to update your app as well.
Yes.
I know mine just updated this past week.
Also, Android and iPhone, there's different processes. You guys need to go in and make sure that all your location services are turned on for this first event. Again, a lot of new anglers. We'll post some how-tos on what that looks like for folks that may have some issues with it. But again, all location services have to be turned on, or your fish will be disqualified. It's plain and simple. We're not going to, we're not going to mess around with that. Our judges have been notified that if the location services are not on, to disqualify. What was happening was it wasn't necessarily notified or noticed in the beginning of the year, or something had happened last year. So our judge right now, Daniel, is looking for that, and if your location is not on, you will get notified immediately from him. But the last thing you want to be doing is trying to figure out how to do that on the water if you don't already know how to do it. So do your due diligence ahead of time. Last thing I want you to spend $60 and then get DQ'd because your services aren't on. But a fun fact here is your location services. For those of you that wait till the last minute to upload your fish, and then you get notified kind of late in the day, hey, they're denied because your location wasn't on, don't panic. All you got to do is go into your settings, adjust it to where it is, and resubmit those fish, and it will show those services, the location on those fish. You didn't lose out on that, so don't freak out about that. You will still get count for them as long as you go in and change those settings and then resubmit them to the within the time frame that it's allotted.
The test should be open up still.
There's always a test tournament on Fishing Chaos. It's been there since last year. So if you're new, type in at Florida Kayak Bass Trail. I'll make sure it's published on there, and you guys can utilize the test tourney to check your services or check your locations. There's a way that you guys can test and get the green check marks to make sure that your app is functioning properly. There's how-to videos on YouTube. You just type in how-tos for Fishing Chaos on YouTube, and they'll walk you through a lot of that.
Yeah, and for the new people that don't know why the locations have to be on, it's so that the judges can tell whether you're inbounds or out of bounds when you catch the fish.
Yeah. Yep. The judges are verifying that. And if you are out of bounds, you will get notified immediately from that judge so that you can know and make an adjustment there. So don't wait until the last minute to upload your fish if you're out of bounds, because then if your fish are caught out of bounds, none of them will be accepted, period. So again, a lot of folks have waited in the past year to upload their fish and didn't make it before the last photo submission or had issues with service. Just make sure you guys do your due diligence while you're out on the water to eliminate any of those things from happening to you. Okay.
It's a gamble. I mean, I know some tournaments that I have judged, people waiting to the last minute to submit their fish, didn't realize, there was an issue with their fish, whether they had a board glare or a mouth cracked, and it will cost them. So it is wise to go ahead and upload your fish as early as possible. That way, if there is an issue, the judges can let you know, and hopefully you can get it fixed before time's out.
Yeah. Yeah, and what I'm going to do too, David, is I'm going to go ahead after we're done with this, I'm going to share the test tournament to on Fishing Chaos to our Facebook page, so that folks can use that link when they're out there practicing to make sure that they're squared away. One thing with that too, with our catch boards and everything, making sure that you guys are understanding what that contrasting mark is, what that's going to look like. So I have a photo here of what right looks like with hand placement, identifier card, and the contrasting mark on the inside of the fence there, which are mandatory. So if you don't read the rules, you don't have a contrasting mark on there, and you submitted your fish, again, those fish submissions are not going to count. So that's what right looks like in the rules. That's what picture you're going to see. So again, that is what right looks like. Again, these are just some smaller fish, but once you get into bigger fish, make sure that photo is completely overhead of the fish. That is exactly what we're looking for. That overhead shot for our judges. We do any drastic angles, any side profiles, any of that. This is what we want to see. You can have a hand. You don't have to have your hand if you're comfortable, but that is exactly what we want to see: an unobstructed catch board and identifier, and it's directly overhead of the fish.
Yep. From an angle, what happens is you can't tell sometimes whether the mouth is cracked or not, so it could get DQ'd.
Yeah. Again, those are all simple things, but again, at the end of the day too, we do not want to assume. With a lot of new members coming on, we want to make sure that they're squared away. So that's why we're talking about this. So if you guys have any questions, again, I know we keep saying this, but if you have questions, comments, or concerns, reach out to us. We'll get you squared away. Make sure that you are ready to go September 7th to get out on the water and have some fun, because that's the main goal, is to get out there on the water, meet some new people, and catch some fish. So last thing we want to do is ruin that by telling you your fish have been DQ'd, or you've been DQ'd for not following safety or proper photo or location etiquette. So cool. We want to move on. I see some folks fluctuating in and out here watching. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep this kind of short and sweet. We don't want to go over that hour mark. So again, what questions do you guys have for Sean, Todd, or I in regards to this upcoming season? I don't necessarily see very many new folks that have dropped their name in the comment, other than one of the one guy, the gentleman that I spoke to earlier. But hopefully they know. I'm going to make a big post and send an email out here shortly, letting them know that, hey, there's mandatory captains meetings and things that we do every Thursday at 7, so that they get in the habit and they are present, so they get this information. So I'll push out a big email here in the next couple days, highlighting that, so that they're here when needed, so that we can help them. All right, Todd, I'll turn it over to you if you want to talk about some of the sponsors we got that hopped on board, and kind of what kind of stuff we're going to be giving away, or what has been given to us to give away throughout this season.
Sure thing. So a couple that, we've had Strike King Lou's Mock, been a sponsor of ours for a couple years now. And they're back on board with us again this year, which is awesome. So they have been gracious this year. They've really stepped up their game for us and have donated some BB1 Pros for us to give away at our tournament. So that's pretty exciting right there. So, at our tournaments, if you show up to the check-in, you have an opportunity to get a very, very nice reel that's tried and true and been around for a while. I mean, they are workhorses. So we got some of those to give away. We also have that we're going to have on next week. I guess I should go ahead and reveal this out, so hopefully everybody will come on. Is we've got Hobie Eyewear has come on this year as a sponsor of FKBT. So they have graciously donated some of our some sunglasses to give away at each event, and they will be sponsoring our Big Bass this year. So we're pretty excited about that. And next week, we're actually going to have the guys on from Hobie Eyewear, and they're going to be telling us a little bit about that as well. So we're excited to have them on board. So we will be posting a link out on our webpage that if you want to go ahead and buy you a pair, you can click the link and you'll get a discount on the Hobie eyewear, and it will help out the club as well. So I can tell you right now, I've got a pair of them, and they are fantastic.
They're good.
For the retail price on them run anywhere from $80 to $100, somewhere around that. And with our with our club link, that will help out tremendously. Right.
Yeah.
What else there?
I'll talk about cross kicks real quick too. So
do
kick,
that.
Yeah. So Cross Kicks has taught with them again at ICAST this year. Last year they gave us a code. This year they stepped up in a big way. The winner of each event is going to go home with a free pair of Cross Kicks after each event, including the championship. So again, that is huge. They are fantastic waterwear shoes. I know I love mine. I wear mine everywhere. Chris Mitchell has a pair. And then I know quite a bit of people have them, and they're really comfortable, and they are definitely something that you need around these slippery boat ramps in Florida. They definitely help. So thanks to Cross Kicks and those guys. There's at some point this year we're going to bring them on and let him talk a little bit about their initiative and things that they got going on too. But we really appreciate Cross Kicks for stepping up and doing that for us this year. So first place, going home with a pair of Cross Kicks. Yak Attack 2. So do y'all hear me like echoing?
No, you're good.
You do, Todd?
Yep.
It might be your headphones. I don't know. Something's causing it.
Yeah, you're not echoing on my end.
Yak Attack is definitely helped out, and they're going to be getting back with. They haven't gotten back to me yet on what they're going to be doing, but I spoke with them at ICAST, and last year or the year before they did gift cards. So I requested a couple things a little bit differently than I did last year, so I'm just waiting to hear back on the approval. But we got Yak Attack, Torn Outdoors with John, and we have Rapala. So Rapala and the 13 Fishing. Definitely have stepped up in a huge way and continued their support for the club. So, huge support there. A new one that's not on here as well is Beyond Braid. They have braided line, fluorocarbon, and tools, some snips and stuff that they have. They have a coupon code that they're giving us. So we'll post that out there as well. So with that. And then there's a couple other that we're still waiting to hear back from. We submitted a request with Dave over at Action Water Sports with a particular kayak brand. Just so everyone's kind of being transparent with you guys. We're not going to be doing a kayak for Angler of the Year this year. There is going to be a kayak potentially. We're waiting to hear back on what that's going to look like and if the company approves and everything works out. But it's not going to be for Angler of the Year. We're going to do something differently with it. But Angler of the Year is going to get a really good bundle that is actually practical and that they can use with a kayak. Again, everyone kind of has their own brand and kind of what they're comfortable with. So giving someone a kayak and it not being able to be used and whatnot is just one of those things where we can do something different and make it more impactful. We're going to do that. But we're going to give Angler of the Year. It's going to be a good prize pack that you guys, once we get everything solidified and all the product, we'll post what that's going to include, but it's definitely going to be well worth it to be transparent there, just so everyone's tracking. We're still in the process of working with Tyrone with Van Hunks to kind of see what we can do with some things this year. Once I hear back from him, we'll kind of we'll pass that information along. But a request has been sent out to once I get confirmation from that kayak distributor, I will we'll post it on our Facebook page. But I'm not gonna release that just yet until we get notifications. Who else did I miss? I didn't miss anybody, did I?
Let's see. Torn Outdoors, we still have the code. It's still good for them. same as it was.
A lot of our codes are still good too, with like Wicked Weights and all those companies. All the companies that we had in the previous years, and those codes are still good. Whenever you guys register for the club and you guys got that email that automatic generated email that says, hey, thank you, these are some codes to use. All of those codes are still live and good. We're still waiting, Richard, on Spear Point, but yeah, as of right now, their code is still good. Right, we had a code with them last year, so yeah, all the codes are still on live. So still go out there and support those companies. We just we're waiting to hear back from some. So these are all the ones that's confirmed so far. But keep supporting those companies that went out there and supported us last year, because they haven't canceled those codes yet, and I don't think that they will, because that's money and in their pockets, and their products are out there being used. But yeah. I saw someone ask if we can go ahead and post that code tonight. Evan, yeah, we will. We'll make a post tonight about the. Do not share any of that. This is strictly for our club, right? So we'll put when that link goes out there.
It can be you can give it to people to use. Anybody that you know, you can give it to them, because it does benefit our club. Just you can even, you can put the thing out to share, but just don't make it. We don't want to infringe on any retailers, to hurt their, anything with retailers, because we still want people to go to retailers.
Yeah. But definitely utilize those discount codes, because that's what gets those companies want to come back in and support the club. We'll make a huge post again on our members only page. It seems like a lot of folks are having trouble finding previous posts and things. For those of you that don't know, on Facebook, that's our primary means of social media and notifications. On our Facebook official, you can search, so you don't have to scroll down the feed. You're more than you're. It's very easy just to search discount code, and it'll pop up those posts that contain discount codes. But what we'll do is we'll create a one document that has all those codes, and send it out to our members, so that you guys have those. Make sure you utilize them. I know for Beyond Braid, the gentleman over there, the CEO that I met with, he says if you guys purchase product from him using the FKBT code, then you guys please make some videos of it, reviewing it, so that they can use it as a marketing thing for them in our club. It'll help us out tremendously. And if enough anglers do that, then next year, or even for our championship, they said that they'll be willing to give us some product to give away for our championship. But it all really depends on us making those videos to highlight their products. And that goes for a lot of our companies as well, right? We just spent quite a bit of money on, right before we came on this live, on products that we're going to be giving back to you guys from those sponsors. Not everything that we're giving away was given to us for free. As of right now, all we have are the BB1s, the Hobie eyewear, and the cross kicks. Everything else is going to be money that we've saved and set aside for supporting our sponsors to do giveaways at each event. Let you know right now, we bought. Yeah, what you got, Sean?
To kind of go off those codes, if you're on desktop, the pin post should be right up top on the official page. But if you're on your iPhone, you just go to the page and click featured. 2 pin posts up top. One's the identifier, which we're going to update, and the next pin post is all the codes.
It should have Toad Thumper, right? Toad Thumper is the
Toad Thumper is the photo on there. There's a link on there. So it's one of 2 pin posts on the page. Like I said, if you're on your phone, just click featured on the sliding banner. It says chat, featured, so on and so forth. Click featured, and it has all the links in a post from like 2023 that we've updated. We'll go back and look at it and review it, make sure it's for accuracy. But it's a 99% solution, or 99% complete right now.
Yeah, the only thing that we haven't added is the new sponsor stuff because we're just now releasing it. So once we go in, we'll go in and update that list, and we will shoot that out via email and on our social media page. Something we're gonna do throughout the year as well. On our Thursday night lives, we're going to do kind of some intermission breaks where we're going to go kind of clear our screen. I don't know why that heart just did that. I guess I don't know. We're going to clear our screen and we're going to post up throughout the lives codes, discount codes, and links to go out and support our sponsors to kind of give back to them and highlight them on do a little bit better job of highlighting them on our lives. So we're going to do that. Todd's going to create some of these digital banners that you see behind us, but it's going to showcase our sponsors, and we'll just throw them up. You guys can, anyone watching really then can use them. But the whole intent behind it is to get folks to use those codes so that the companies see that and that they will be more likely to support us more in the future. So, but yeah, we got some phenomenal sponsors that's hopped on, and yeah, we still are waiting to hear back from some, but again, super pleased and very happy with what we got. You guys just need to go out there and support them like you typically do throughout the year. And if there's anybody that you guys or any company that you guys would like to see, please let us know, and we'll reach out to them and see if they would love to hop on with our club. But yeah, that's pretty much all we had in store for this week, was to talk a little bit and maybe answer any questions some folks have. But we've answered pretty much all the questions that I can see. I see Snurley said, can we add some river in Rodman, the North Ocklawaha? Once we get there, we'll let you know. But again, I can tell you right now, cell service in that area is going to be troublesome for a lot of those folks in there. So we don't know. I'm not gonna tell you we will, Snurley, but we'll get back to you as time gets closer. Something that we're gonna try to do better with is posting boundaries a month in advance or so. So that people who want to pre-fish maybe not be able to fish the event for that month, but might want to go out and pre-fish for the next event that they can make. We'll try to just post all the boundaries out there, potentially all at once. Sean's busy, so he's the one that does that. Maybe we can get ahead of the game and just post all the boundaries out there, so folks can have those ahead of time, so that we don't have to do them weeks or months out. So, what do you think about that, Sean? You're muted. You there? He's muted.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Hold on.
You're good.
Hey, the boundaries are almost complete. I got to go and fix some of the lakes, but boundaries are almost complete.
Yeah, we'll definitely get those posted for you guys so you can have them readily available. And then the link, I know Sean generates a link with that. What I'll do is once he sends them to me, I'll go and embed the links in the registrations on Fishing Chaos. So something we're also going to do is we're going to open up registration for each event. As soon as one event ends, the registration for the next event will open the following Friday. So event ends on Saturday, we'll pay everybody, and then on that next Friday, registration is going to open so that you'll have the link for the boundaries as as on our fishing on our Facebook page.
Yeah, just like normal. I'll post a screenshot if there's any boundaries that, hold on one sec, that need like a zoom in shot. I'll go ahead and zoom in, but it'll also come with a Google Map link. I know some of you guys sometimes have issues looking at it, so try and open it. There's a couple different ways you can open it. Normally, when you click on the link right from your phone, if you have the Google Maps app, it'll pull it right up on your phone. But sometimes you need to like highlight it, open it in a different browser on your desktop, and it'll open right up for you. But or if you have issues, normally if I send you the link, it normally works that way. I think. I'm not trying to blast anybody about Amy. I've had to send it to Amy a couple times and a few others. Once I sent it to her, it would open up. It was weird. Sometimes technology is a little bit wild, but no, normally it works for everybody. But if you have issues, just reach out to me directly, either by phone or by Facebook Messenger or whatever platform, and I'll respond.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Sean, for that. He puts in a lot of work and effort into that. So the one thing that we're probably going to stray away from, honestly, this year are those allowing as much river as we did last year. We're going to keep it. A lot of our bodies of water, we have eliminated the much larger bodies of water this year. So a lot of them are going to be, there's going to be one that's, I think, only one boat ramp. A couple of them are only going to have like 1 or 2 boat ramps that are eligible, which are pretty unique. Can you get your cat out of the way, Sean? Jeez.
This thing literally just walks across my computer and it's just waving its tail in front of my face right now. Oh, there she is. She gone.
But yeah, so again, once those boundaries are set, we're not they are what they are, right? And we're doing that for a reason. Is to ensure that it's not guaranteeing that there's going to be self-service even where it is within boundaries, but we're going to limit that just so that there's no potential for some of the circumstances that we had last year. Again, there's plenty of water that's going to be in play. Just be smart and be professional when you're out on the water. Okay. Any questions? Any last minute questions? We're going to keep this under an hour. That was the goal, and we're about 3 minutes out. So what questions you guys have, and then we're going to end this, and we'll see you guys next Thursday. All right. I don't see anything really being posted. If you guys do have questions, reach out to myself, Todd, or Sean via Facebook Messenger, or I'm going to put in here. I'll put the email in the chat so you guys can use that to reach out to us directly to get you guys squared away for signing up or answering any tournament related questions. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for hopping on and spending this past hour with us. We're looking forward to the 24-25 season. Again, it's going to be unique, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be bigger and better than it was last year. So again, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Todd, thanks for all the hard work you've been doing, putting in on the checks and a lot of the sponsorship stuff. And Sean, thanks for the boundaries. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys next Thursday, 7 o'clock. Next Thursday, 7 o'clock, we're going to have Hobie, AJ, and I forgot the other gentleman's name. Nope.
Not AJ. It will be Steve and was it Dylan?
Steve and Dylan. We're going to have some Hobie Eyewear reps joining us on next Thursday at 7 p.m. So you guys join. There might be a giveaway. So if you have to be present to win. So spread the word, and we'll see you guys then. Have fun. Safe this weekend, and tight lines.
Go crush them.
Oh, yeah.